Hi guys, I'm Manar and today I'm gonna talk about the main points based on the ethical selection and plagiarism avoidance. So the first point that we're gonna talk about is the context of plagiarism and ethical selection sources. The other point we're gonna talk about the manner of the context in which the quality of the researcher can affect of the study. And the third point we're gonna talk about the avoidance of plagiarism. So first of all, we're going to talk about the context of plagiarized context. So plagiarism is simple basic act that you take the words from somebody else and put in your um, research. And basically plagiarism affect a research study through data manipulation, misinterpretation and falsification, which might affect the quality of the study. Therefore plagiarism is a research not study, um, not only the details that current study but also affect the quality of the research. So then implications of the plagiarized context is basically the development of the plagiarized context might result lack of identifying the student true potency, because if we take somebody else data and put in our assignment, or like we usually do in our college, we just the new first year class student, they just basically take the online or the other researchers stuff and put in their paper, which can cause a problem with them. But first of all, it's like they're not gaining anything, and also it's like a loss of reputation. And the then we're going to talk about the concept of the ethical selection. So the ethical selection of different sources supports the data in developing the research in accordance while drive with objective. On the other hand, data falsification and misinterpretation might result of determined of the research by the um, objectives. Harris upon that the development of research through the views of automatic sources increase the scope of quality in study. Therefore in this relation, the different step that is emanated by the researchers are specifically based on searching the paper. Then the other point we're going to talk about is the data falsification and misinterpretation. Data falsification and misinterpretation of data in research might guide the study towards a basic outcome, and our research is specifically based on the objective that is framed by the writer, not by the taking somebody's studies or research. However, the data falsification and misinterpretation might take a heavy toll, which can truly affect the whole work, and then basically it's um, derived from unreliable sources. And then the last point that we're going to talk about how we're going to avoid this plagiarism. So if you want to avoid the plagiarism, you can just paraphrase those. The paraphrase is the context while significantly reduce the rate of being plagiarized from the context. And other thing we can do is the citation. So you can help with the citation. If you take some words, you can just quote them and then you can put in the citation, so that way it will not be against you. And then the other point, we're going to use the use code that I already mentioned. Then avoidance for data and misinterpretation and falsification, we can just develop research through their ethical considerations. So we can do a research that will enable a researcher in linking the data with the research objective for guiding the study. And then conclusion basically for this is just the assessment. It might be studied that plagiarism and data falsification might affect the quality of the study. So being taking this work from other researchers or people, you better if you just use your words in understand that thing that you're doing, and then just use your words. And however it can minimize the issues through the inclusion of different practice for ensuring that the quality of the studies in orientation with objective is yours, not somebody else. And thank you so much.